You're watching coverage of the SGT Tour on SimulatorGolfTour.com. Let's take it down to the course.
Get things underway. And the first pitch of the day is in there for a strike, and away we go. A rise 3 for 13 in this series. He's not a sluggard, JD, but he seems always under control when he swings.
Yeah, he's got great back control. Sprays the ball all around the diamond. Not going to hit the ball out of the ballpark very often. Has not hit a home run yet this year. Very difficult to finish off.
Gets a piece of it and stays alive.
And that's a great example there. He'll keep the hands back. He'll let that ball travel. 2 strikes. More inclined to shoot it the other way. Might be able to beat him in. You know, you get him leaning, you might be able to get that fastball in on his hands and get a little weak ground ball.
The 0-2. There it was. Jammed him, fouled it back.
Yeah, good execution, good call by Amaya, and Hendricks hits his spot 88 in on the hands. It's the defensive fight that pitch off kind of a swing from Arise.
And the 0-2. Just a little bit outside. Arise, a batting champion in both leagues. Last year with these Marlins and with the Minnesota Twins a few years back. He's one of only 2 current big league ball players who have won batting titles in both leagues. The other is DJ LeMahieu of the Yanks. Driven toward left, pretty well hit. Back goes Canario with room, makes the play. 1 down. Wind seems to be blowing a little bit in from left today, JD.
Yeah, it looks like left to right, doesn't it? Might knock it down in that direction. We look at Vic Carapazza, who's behind the plate. He's the crew chief for this group, and he is considered to be a little pitcher friendly. More strikes away versus the right-handed hitter. So keep an eye on that. See if that proves to be the case here this afternoon.
Reading about Vic Carapazza, home plate umpire, as De La Cruz will take a strikes. Carapazza calling balls and strikes. The other umpires today, Alex McKay working at first, Edwin Moscoso at second, and Adam Hammery at third. De La Cruz, 5 home runs early in the year, 14 driven in. One of Hendricks' career shutouts came against these Marlins back in 2016. The 0-1 is fouled away. In fact, it came
That was so good. Like, that was the most pure fucking 3-1.
That would have been the Sunday night game against Seattle, where John Lester's squeeze bunt drove in Jason Hayward with the winning run. The next night, Hendricks pitched a shutout against these Marlins. He strikes out De La Cruz. A chase that was pitched off the outside corner. He chased that one, and there are 2 down for Jazz Chisholm.
And so far, Kyle Hendricks doing exactly what you like to see out of him. Working the corners with that, get ahead pitch and then expanding against this most aggressive Marlin team. De La Cruz has only walked twice all year. There's no need to throw him a bunch of pitches in the zone.
Chisholm just 2 for 12 in this series. Morrell playing shallow at third. I don't expect the number 3 batter to be bunting with 2 outs and nobody on in the first. How about you, JT?
No, I wouldn't advise it if I was his manager. He has shown bunt in this series, at least on one occasion. That's a little bit of a head scratcher.
Morrell backs up now.
Certainly not going to bunt 2 balls and no strikes.
Popped up foul and back out of play.
It's not even fucking worth it.
Hendricks making his 8th career start against Miami. A team against whom he is 3-1 lifetime with a glittering ERA of 1.28. The 2-1. Good pitch on the inside. What's on your mind for 2-2?
Yeah, boy, I'm either going to go sinker down and away or change up if I'm Kyle against this lefty. So you've got that bottom of the zone locked in pretty good right now.
Change up low and away, full count. Josh Bell on deck. Hendricks making his 5th start of this season. Trying to work a 1-2-3 first inning. The payoff pitch to Chisholm. Pulled on the ground to second baseman Horner. And that's it. 1-2-3 for Kyle Hendricks. We go to the bottom of the first. No score.
Can you imagine a surgeon detaching your skull from your spine to avoid paralysis? Phil's neurosurgery team did just that. Detaching his skull, removing the top of his spine, and rebuilding it. He was walking just days later.
How to bend nature to your will. It starts with a battery system, one that's made for the outdoors, not for hanging pictures. Build it to take on anything. If we say anything, we meant everything. Make sure it's powerful, more powerful, all powerful. Take it to the lab, not that lab, this one. Tap the experts, test the limits, cut, trim, finish. That's not yard work, that's artwork. The Echo E-Force battery system, 56 volts of outdoor grade power. Echo, power on and on.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry to your local Honda dealer today.
There's nothing better than a game. A great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling than Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
Let's take a look at the Cubs lineup today. Brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Horner to lead it off, then Bellinger and Morrell in the first inning. Bush had the big hit in the nightcap of the doubleheader last night. He's batting cleanup. Swanson, Cooper, Tauchman, Amaya, and Canario. Canario had a big home run in the nightcap as well. Edward Cabrera, hard-throwing right-hander. Horner lines one into left field, a base hit. It's going to go all the way to the wall, getting past Gordon. Horner racing towards second and holding on with a double. Nico jumping on that first pitch. Nico is a rally starter.
And went up there and ambushed that first pitch fastball from Cabrera. I mean, that's his happy zone right there, belt high over the heart of the plate. Gordon tries to leave his feet to flag it. It goes all the way to the wall. And that double is brought to you by Elgin Hyundai, home of the 20-year and 200,000-mile warranty on every new car. Early opportunity here.
Bellinger will take outside. Bellinger homered last night in the nightcap of the Twin Bill, his fourth of the year. This is outside 2-0. First inning in last night's game.
Now, 15 is making his major league debut, just the second batter he faces, and Bellinger rather rude greeting.
3-0. Any doubt that Cody could have the green light here?
Oh, yeah, definitely have the green light here. If he wants it. Some guys don't like hitting 3-0. I guarantee he did not get a take sign here.
Taking inside ball 4, so a bumpy start for Cabrera. A double to Horner and a 4-pitch walk to Bellinger, and here's Christopher Morrell.
Well, let's take a look at this Marlins starter, Edward Cabrera. It's brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Made his season debut coming off a shoulder injury Monday against the Giants, and he was lights out. 6 innings of one-run ball. He struck out 10, tied for the second most in his career. His career high came against the Cubs last year when he punched out 12 in just 5 innings.
Christopher Morrell, the batter. Morrell takes a strike. Cabrera did have a no decision in that start earlier this week against the Giants, but as you say, JD, pitched certainly well enough to win.
Hard to pick up wins for this Marlins club because they don't score many runs.
Now it's 0-2 on Morrell.
That's his changeup at 99 miles per hour. Got a fastball that'll top out around 99 with a slider and a curveball. Changeup can be a real weapon.
Morrell takes down low, 1-2. What's the ideal difference in speed between fastball and changeup?
Yeah, I think it varies from pitcher to pitcher. We used to always talk about wanting it at like an 8 to 10 mile an hour spread on that pitch, but you see a lot of guys now just 3 or 4 miles an hour difference, and it's a very effective pitch for him. It's filled with good action.
Morel is out on strikes. Chased a low inside changeup. That was 93 on a changeup.
Defensively, brought to you by Northwestern Medicine. As a group, they have struggled. It's Jazz Chisholm Jr. in center field, the former infielder, flanked by Gordon and Sanchez. Rivera, Anderson, Arise, and Bell third to first. Nick Fortes is the catcher.
Michael Bush steps in. He's been a good clutch hitter of late. Cubs trying to grab the early lead in this series finale. Bush had an opposite field 2-run single last night in game 2 of that twin bill. It came in the 6th inning when the Cubs rallied for 4 and held on to win. Driven down the right field line, foul. Hard hit ball, but it's a loud strike, and it's 1-1.
Out in front of that changeup a little bit. Really nice to put a crooked number on the board here early in support of Kyle Hendricks. Allow him to ease into things here.
Bush has driven in 15 runs in his last 14 games. He hits one in the air, deep left center. Back goes Chisholm. Back near the center field fence, makes the catch. And the runners have to hold, and that's out number 2. The wind probably cost him a chance at a home run. That was a well-struck ball, but it's out number 2.
And made a loud noise, 102 miles an hour off the bat against the changeup from Cabrera. Maybe just a little bit towards the end of the bat, didn't quite catch the sweet spot. Powerful lift on that ball, and we've seen Chisholm have some struggles out there in center field in this series. Able to track this one down, however.
Dansby Swanson batting, and he'll take low and in. Swanson with a couple of home runs, 8 driven in. Cubs have been a very good clutch hitting team this season, hitting .289 with men in scoring position. And it's 2-0. The lights have been turned on early in the afternoon, having only a minimal effect. 3-0 on Dansby. Garrett Cooper, the former Marlin, is on deck.
He's always been a good fastball hitter. I assume he's going to see something here on 3-0, and likely has the green light as well.
Pickoff throw with Arise covering. Nico, a very alert base runner as he leads at second. Bellinger at first. 2 men with very good speed on the base paths. There's a strike to Swanson. Now it's 3-1.
He just threw him a 3-0 changeup. He's not going to give in with the fastball.
Another off-speed pitch, 3-2, traveling time for the runners. Cabrera taking a little extra time, ready for the payoff pitch to Swanson. He got him swinging. So the Cubs squander a leadoff double by Horner. 0-0 at the end of 1.
When my AA season wrapped up in 2019, they sent me home but said, stay ready. I was in my parents' house when I got the call. A couple of injuries in Chicago meant they were sending me to the show in the middle of a playoff race. Was I ready? Yeah. So when I got to Wrigley, swung at the first pitch I saw. When big league dreams come true, you have to see it.
generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford tough. See your Ford dealer today and celebrate leadership with special offers on Ford F-Series. Nothing, second inning. Now Hendricks facing the left-handed batting Josh Bell, who's actually a switch hitter. Broken bat, roller foul down the third base line. A large sliver flew out of the barrel of that bat.
Pretty aggressive fastball, 87 miles per hour, and Bell's out in front of it. Puts it off the end of the bat.
Bell just 1 for 11 in the series, but the one was a home run. It came in last night's nightcap of the Twin Bill. He is just 3 for 23 in lifetime against Kyle Hendricks. Here's the 0-1. In the air to left should be routine for Canario, and that's out number 1.
And a lot of times it takes a starting pitcher a while to get locked in with the release point and command of the pitches. That has not been the case for Hendricks here today. First inning spot on. On the zone at 88. Amaya asked for something up and in. He delivered, buzzes one up the outside edge again at 88. It's the chase on that little cut changeup. Yeah, that's our professor. That's what we're used to seeing out of this guy.
Jesus Sanchez batting. In the air to deep center. Back goes Bellinger. Bellinger looking up, and that ball is going to be gone for a home run. Jesus Sanchez clobbers one to dead center. Gone by plenty. And it's 1-0 Miami.
That one right over the heart of the plate. 113 miles an hour. First home run of the year for Sanchez. He had 19 last year. That ball was clobbered, folks. 460 feet. You don't get extra points for distance.
Like, I'm too good of a golfer for this.
He's going to have a eagle putt on the par 4 where that one ball was absolutely demolished.
Eighth home run in 18 innings allowed against Kyle Hendricks. It's been an issue for him. The gopher ball. Tim Anderson will take a strike.
It's the third longest home run in MLB this year.
Anderson 2 for 9 in the series. Pokes it foul off to the right out of play.
If you're wondering who's the longest home runs so far this year, Trout and Del Marte.
Trout not surprising. Marte a little surprising. Marte kind of a leadoff batter. Saw him in the series in Arizona. Tim Anderson without a home run early this year. Pokes it foul off to the right out of play. He used to be a home run threat. Not so much anymore.
He's only got 2 extra base hits so far this year. Virtually no slug so far. He hits it on the ground. Way too much. Almost 70% of the balls in play are on the ground. Home run swing there at that elevated changeup. As sharp as Kyle was in the first inning, catch a little more of the plate here in the second.
And now the 1-2 to Tim Anderson on the way. Just a little bit low, says home plate umpire Vic Carapazza. Kyle's longest outing was 5 innings against San Diego on April 10. Dribbled foul at the plate. He has not made more than 83 pitches in any of his 4 starts. Still 2-2 on Anderson. The 2-2.
In and out, a decent amount of changeups in this sequence. He flipped one curveball up there. He threw 1 or 2 in the first inning. A lot of times you don't see the curveball out of Kyle till second time through the batting order.
Check swing, that's going to be a strike. The first base umpire Alex McKay said it was a swing. As we take a look, JD.
Yeah, he went back to the curveball. This is a good, sharp breaking ball, too. This isn't just a get over, try to get a called strike curveball. That one had great action on it, so it's like there's more of a commitment to the hook. Let's hear from Elise.
Right now, this staff is in the process of answering the question, why? Why has Hendricks struggled in counts before the game, saying, that's never a simple answer, and it's hard to figure out, especially because Kyle has been really good for a really long time. He respects his track record, and I asked him, more surprising. He had the injury last year, but he pitched so well, and now he's struggling, and Counter said that's what makes this puzzle a little tougher, so you just feel like as he goes, constantly just collecting information, trying to get him on the right track.
Good stuff, Elise. Thank you. It is a little bit of a mystery. Kyle has been so good for so long. Of course, he pitched the game that put the Cubs into the World Series in 2016. An absolute masterpiece right here at Wrigley against the Dodgers. And then he started Game 7 of the World Series, remember? Had no decision, but pitched well. Here comes the 1-1. Hold on the ground at first. That's going to be played by Bush. Underhand feed to Hendricks on the bag. Jesus Sanchez homer gives the Marlins a 1-0 lead.
We could tell you what it's capable of. Or you could find out for yourself. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Menards is your plumbing headquarters. Get hot water when you need it with the Richmond 50-gallon Smart Electric Water Heater. Its built-in leak detection systems detects any potential water leak and sends an alert to your smartphone. Get it today for $689.99 after rebate. Get cleaner clothes and softer skin with Morton water softeners. Morton's Wi-Fi integration allows for tracking and alerts, which puts you in control of your water. This 45,000 grain water softener is $586.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. Want to upgrade but still paying off your locked phone? Break free from device contracts. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll pay off your phone and upgrade you to one of the latest 5G phones free.
When choosing between style, comfort, and performance, we chose all of the above. How we get there matters. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Just a moment ago, U.S. Marine Corps Sergeant Andy Madrigal received a roaring ovation here at Wrigley Field. We're sincerely grateful for your service and sacrifice for our country. Thank you, Andy. Beautiful sunny spring day at Wrigley. Temperature in the mid-50s. We thank you for joining us. With Jim DeShays, Pat Hughes at Wrigley. Let's see if the Cubs can get even, or better yet, take the lead in this second inning. Garrett Cooper first up against Edward Cabrera. Cooper 2 for 9 in this series against his former team. JD, you talked about Cabrera's great arm and his ability to throw almost 100 miles an hour. He's throwing mainly off-speed things so far. And that was a heater inside, and the count 1-1.
The former Marlin said, "Hey, we used to be teammates, pal. What's going on?" Why the close shave?
Now, would you have ever done that to one of your former teammates, JD?
Sure, maybe. I mean, I think that's just a pitch that got away from Cabrera a little bit. But not a comfortable situation for the hitter when you get 95 up and in.
One and two on Cooper. Let's see if he can put the ball in play. He was on him and fouled it back.
That slider didn't have much movement. The first pitch of the bat was the slider that actually backed up and caught the inside corner.
Busted bat, roller to third. Rivera long throw, and a good throw in time to get Cooper.
Play ball, Chicago. Shop the latest in Cubs style with your favorite brands and throwback designs. Rally House has gear for every fan.
Cubs had a leadoff double from Nico Horner in the first. He was stranded. It's their only hit so far as they trail 1-0, and the batter is Mike Tauchman. Tauchman 3 out of 9 in this series, hitting .239, but draws a lot of walks. You can see his on-base percentage is a solid .364. Breeze blowing toward right.
Fuck.
Just a little zephyr of a breeze, nothing major. And the 1-1.
You throw so many off-speed pitches, whether it be the breaking stuff or that power change of the fastball, becomes the change of pace. He used to looking for spin or a change-up, and then he busts the fastball up there.
The 2-2.
See why he would lean so heavily on the changeup. The fact that he can throw it as hard as he does and get the movement that he does is really remarkable. It reminds you a little bit of Luis Castillo.
In the air, left center, well hit. Back goes Chisholm on the track. Cross the bar in the sun. And Tauchman is going to have a double. Chisholm, I believe, lost that ball in the sun the way he reacted. We might have to watch a replay to get a confirmation on that, but it's a two-base hit for Tauchman.
Chisholm's had a lot of adventures in this series, and he's taking some funky routes. Last couple of missed plays, and right there, and just can't haul it in.
When he reached for it, JD, he just reached in the wrong spot, which indicated to me that he probably lost it in the sun. As Miguel Amaya will take ball one. It's a two-base hit for Tauchman. Comes down with 18 consecutive games with an extra base knock.
They're sixth in Major League Baseball in slugging percentage. Sixth in the National League in home runs with 23. Early on, they didn't hit many, but they picked up the pace in the home run department here of late.
It takes inside 3-0. Cabrera up to 32 pitches after an inning and a third.
Just hard to harness that fastball. He has so much movement on it. He's having a hard time finding the strike zone. So by the Cub hitters making him work. Pitch count is definitely going to be a factor in this game.
That's going to be ball four, a 4-pitch walk. And Alexander Canario coming up against Edward Cabrera.
The Astros visit Wrigley Field for a 3-game set starting Tuesday. Don't miss any of the action. Purchase tickets now at Cubs.com/tickets. Off day tomorrow, and then 3 with the Stros.
Canario drilled one home run in yesterday's doubleheader. His homer ignited a 4-run rally in the 6th inning last night, and that turned out to be the difference.
And the first pitch fastball, and he blasted it. Again, the kid making his debut, Roderick Nunez, he only allowed the 2 runs, 2 solo home runs, 1 to Belly, and one from Alexander Canario.
Canario is out on strikes, 2 down. Third strikeout for Cabrera. And it's up to Nico Horner with 2 outs and 2 on. Nico hit the first pitch for a double into left field in the first. Nico hitting about 370 over his last 10 games. Average up to 278. Cubs need a clutch hit.
Having a hard time wrapping my brain around the fact that this guy's throwing a 94-mile-an-hour changeup.
Foul down the left field side. Cabrera, a native of the Dominican Republic, just 25 years old. Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground, left side, base hit, left field. Rolling third, Topman, he's going to score. And alertly going to third safely is Miguel Amaya. Good base running by Miguel. RBI single, Nico Horner. Ball game tied, 1-1.
Another 2-hit game for Nico Horner. He's been piling them up here lately. Manuel Rivera, the third baseman, is a good defender. He's got to leave his feet. The third baseman in this situation, you've got to do everything you can to knock this ball down and keep it in the infield. 2 outs, moving with contact. Can score easily on that ball, and yeah, heads up base running by Amaya to get to third.
Cody Bellinger with a chance to give the Cubs their first lead of the day. 2 outs, first and third. Horner's 5th RBI of the year. Cabrera at 42 pitches now. We're still in the 2nd inning. Bellinger laying off, 2-1. Let's see if he gets something to hit right here. It's 3-1. On deck is Christopher Morel.
Perez faced 11 hitters. He's gotten 3 balls on 5 of them.
Draws the walk. 3rd walk issued by Cabrera. He's wild. He's also elevating his pitch count much higher than he wants to. And now they are loaded for Christopher Morel with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Potential turning point of the day right now.
First start of the year, last time out, he struck out 10 and a lot of first pitch strikes. Today, he's essentially thrown as many balls as strikes. Credit to the Cub hitters, being willing to accept their walks, getting over anxious.
Cabrera able to last 6 innings in his first start. That was against the Giants, JD, that you mentioned earlier. In that game, he walked only 1. for the entire day. Already 3 free rides today. And let's see if the Cubs can make him pay.
See the highest walk rate since 2021, minimum 200 innings pitched. He's the leader of the pack in a category you don't really want to be the leader of the pack yet.
Morrell batting with the bases loaded. In this inning, I don't have the exact figure, but I'd say he's getting close to 30 pitches. What does that mean to a starter when you have to really work that hard in one inning?
It means you're not going to have a very long outing. Unless something changes drastically and you start to get some quick outs. The guy with the injury history, probably going to be a little careful with him too. He starts since coming off the IL. He was on the IL last year with shoulder impingement.
Morrell lays off a tough breaking ball. Now it's 2-1. He should get something to hit right here. Bases full of Cubs. Morrell takes a strike.
I think as a hitter, sometimes you get into a game like this where the guy's missing as often as Cabrera is, and you start to anticipate balls. So you don't want to be passive. You still want to be ready to go to get something in the zone.
Morrell strikes out, and the inning is over. The Cubs get a run as Chisholm misplayed that one. Scored on the base hit by Morrell.